Hey gang, Scott here. Today I want to talk to you about Smart Photos. So Smart Photos is a great new feature of Perfect Photo Suite 9, and it's already become integral to my post-processing workflow. The capability to re-edit stylized effects has already proven nearly invaluable. It lets me revisit stylizing after my initial treatments. I might change my mind, I might want to try something different. And I've configured the suite to use Smart Photos by default, ensuring I don't forget to turn on this feature. And you can tailor this setting in the plugins section of the application preferences. Now, what makes a photo a smart photo is one or more of its layers is a smart layer. The gear icon indicates that a layer is a smart layer. There are, however, some caveats when working with smart layers. Notice that the transform, crop, retouch tools are all disabled. These are not available in layers for a smart layer. That's a limitation. In an ideal workflow, it's not much of a barrier. Generally, I'll perform retouching and cropping before stylizing with enhance effects or black and white. However, I'm not ideal. I'm human, I overlook things, or sometimes processing choices may mean having to do additional retouching. So I've made my workflow a little more rigorous to minimize the impact. I pay extra attention to retouching up front before stylization. If retouching is required, I'll convert the layer to a simple layer, clicking the gear icon. And it's most important to do the cropping and leveling at this point, because once you have a smart layer in your layer stack, cropping and leveling is disabled. Also, I attend to as much cloning and retouch work as possible. In this image, I'll erase these stray light reflections down here in the lower left corner. I don't have any cropping or leveling to do, and there's no cloning work. So this is done retouching wise. Now I'll convert the layer into a smart layer, clicking the gear icon, and move on to stylizing. For this image, I'll send it into effects and use a filter I have that will work well for this image. And that's a bit too blue. Let me back that off. Good. And apply it and send it back to layers. So once I'm finished stylizing, I'll press the Tab key to get the side panes out of the way and sit back and just look at the image for a bit. And here I see I missed a dust spot in the upper right corner of the sky. And these wisps of clouds might be more of a distraction now too. So let me press Command right arrow to display the layer stack. I certainly want to brush away this dust spot. However, I'm using a smart layer and the retouch tools are disabled. I could convert the layer back into a simple layer, but that's going to flatten the layer and I'll lose the ability to re-edit the effects I've applied. Now for this image, that's not really a big deal. I just applied a preset and did a simple adjustment to that preset. But imagine you've done more complex masking, maybe selectively applied the effect to just the bridge. Those complex masks are lost when converting to a simple layer. So a better option for these post-stylizing retouches is to jump into Enhance. In Enhance, some of the retouching tools are still available, including the Perfect Eraser. So I'm going to grab that and attend to this dust spot. And I could do the same to remove these wispy clouds, but I'll forgo that for now. I'll click Apply and return to Layers, and my smart layer is still intact. If I want to, I could re-edit the effects at a later time. Now to sum up, when cropping, leveling, or retouching is needed for an image, start in Layers with a simple layer. Take care of the cropping and leveling first, and move on to retouching. But now, why retouch in Layers and not Enhance? Layers has a richer set of retouching tools. I use Clone Stamp quite often, and that's not available in Enhance. But once stylization is done, you can use Enhance for any touch-ups that your processing might have revealed or you might have missed the first time around.